I can't do it. Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reggie Mathis, and rocking with me is my brother, Wild Man Teddy T, aka Baron Theo Mound-builder.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on?
Chilling, man, chilling. Just basking in this, first 3 weeks of the administration, man, nonstop. President Musk stopped by yesterday, gave a press conference. He brought his shorty in there.
I saw that.
Lil Nas X. Yeah. He brought Lil Nas X to the Oval Office, man. Asked that other guy in there, said, "Why you sitting in my daddy's seat? Why you sitting in my daddy's seat, man?" But no, that's what it is, man. Hey, bruh, I'm here for it. That's what they elected, right? They elected this man to come in and do what he did. That's do something.
He's doing it.
He's doing to the right. Stock market last I checked was down 460 earlier today. Eggs is up, highest price since 2015, but immigrants being deported, so you can check that out.
Like,
you can't escape it.
The one thing I was saying, like he's going over the Constitution because the judges are giving rules, and he's not fighting. They already said.
Well, he just said he would.
Yeah,
he said yesterday he would.
Other guys is like, we don't have to.
Yeah, it's, bruh, we're definitely nearing a constitutional crisis. And the closest we came to it, at least that I know of, was Nixon. So you study that in law school, United States versus Nixon, and how Archibald Cox, who was the in-house counsel, White House counsel, basically, was given the order to fire everybody, fire them all. We're not giving up these tapes. And so it came to that point where you got the court order, and they are publicly saying, so who's going to enforce it? Will it be the U.S. Marshals, who are part of the executive branch? Are they going to come over there and serve the subpoena? Or he going to fire them all, or have Du Bois there who are not going to do it? So we're back in that exact situation right now.
They said Andrew Jackson did it with Worcester versus Cherokee in 1820 when they did that, and then Abraham Lincoln when the Supreme Court gave a judgment and the president overran it.
Of a strip club owner, the butt-naked truth. What this basically tells you is my life stories, okay? My life trials, tribulation. It was kind of like therapy to write that book because it let people know all the BS that I had to go through to be the only black-owned strip club. I mean, when I say black-owned, not white people own the building and own the license and and they're letting black people front and pretend like they own it.
Like the office.
Like the Mint, like.
The Mint not black-owned?
Hell no.
Who owned the Mint?
Only other black-owned club right now is the guys who,
Coco's was black-owned.
Yeah, Coco's, that wasn't black-owned. That was QB.
Ian Davis.
Well, so we have the Coco's. They got bulldozed down overnight. But anyway, the bottom line is this book tells all of my trials and tribulations back in the 90s when it wasn't cool, and white people trying to shut me down. I'm fighting City Hall. I'm dealing with pickets and the people picking in front of my club, my billboards. So it's kind of like therapy to show you that no matter what, if you got a dream and you got a drive, you can push through anything. And then from the Black Gold and the Diamonds Cabaret, which became the #1 urban club in the country at that time, from Diamonds Cabaret, the King of Diamonds, and it just snowballed from there. It talks about every position, from the bartenders, the waitresses, the
Who make the most money in the club?
What do you mean?
Outside of the owner of the club.
DJ.
They asked that about the club. They said, who makes more money at the club? The owner, the host, the DJ, or the bartender?
Well, the strippers.
Well, the strippers are going to always make theirs, but
I'm saying who can make the most money?
The DJ.
The DJ can make the most money.
Okay, let me tell you what happened so you understand. At Diamonds Cabaret, I had 180 to 200 girls. Each girl was paying the DJ $10 minimum. But they also, if they got a good night, the DJ bigged them up. They're welcome. If they did a couple of thousand, they'll give them $100. So if you got 100 girls giving you $100, you know, or $80 or $70, and then you got customers coming up saying, "Hey man, can you play this song?" And they making it rain behind that. Sometimes my DJ is walking out the club with $4,000 or $5,000 on a bad night. On a Saturday night,
That's why we used to double up. We used to go together and make all that money together.
yeah,
Tip out is a beautiful thing.
of course. And then after that, you got the house moms make a great penny too. Because all the girls, they got to take care of the girls. They got to make sure the hair's done, make sure they got the sanitary wipes, and they make sure they got their, you know, the feminine hygiene products, and make sure the hair look good. And they also selling.
All right, so how does that work
What do you mean?
when it's that time of the month and the girls still dance? How does that work?
Well,
Tampons?
Yeah, of course. They have.
Well, I'm just, I ain't know, just
they got to take showers.
So that's what I want to know. I want the dirty truth. You got this called the butt naked truth. I want to know.
Sponges.
I want to know the truth.
You know the sponges they use to basically put on makeup.
Yeah,
that's really absorbent.
Yeah,
they insert sponges and it sucks up everything.
See, I didn't. You knew that, Teddy, about putting the sponge in. I didn't know that.
As me being the head coordinator for Luke Records back in the days, I had to do stuff like, because you know it's the
So
same
folks
thing.
don't miss a day.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, there's a lot of girls on the first day, you know, or the second day. They're gonna take those days off. You know, otherwise the cramps in there and trying to do all that is gonna be a little bit much. And try to maintain a good attitude. Right. That's what's going to get you through. A lot of times it's not about the dancing. It's a book will tell you the different type of strip. It tell you about the different type of DJs. It tell you about the different type of dancers. It tell you about the different type of customers. It tell you about the different type of clubs. It tells you the difference between a nightclub DJ and a strip club DJ.
What's the difference?
Major difference.
Oh yeah.
A strip club DJ is going to but basically he got to let the whole song play.
Right.
Because that customer is paying.
Oh yeah, because they paying per song.
Exactly. They paying per song.
Right.
He can't be like a strip club, a nightclub DJ who
got
it out. He can mix it in one thing, mix out something else.
We'll mess up. Folks will be like, hold on, that was 8 songs.
Think about it.
That was 8 songs.
Think about it.
3 minutes.
Like when you in the club now, it's not really per song. Like you just throwing money because the DJs are mixing now.
But see, what that used to do was called a hot set.
Right.
It would tell you, we getting ready to get into a hot set. The DJ Popo and the Sam Sneed and the Big Will, when I give them a hot set, they can play up to 15 songs, but they tell you.
No, that's another song.
Yeah.
Same song, different price.
No.
Same song, new price.
Get ready to go into song number 2, but he's already played 5 songs in that mix.
Yeah.
But it's a similar beat, so therefore, they be like, okay, this is sex. Okay, ladies, get your money. We're going to set number 2. Mm-hmm. Boom. And these set only last 3.5 to 4 minutes. That's a song. So if you got a girl who's getting paid by the song, now everybody who's in front, that's one thing, but the same DJ song being played in the VIP room.
Right.
So that guy in the VIP room don't give a damn about what's going on out front. He just want to see you get naked and grind on him and get his whole 4 minutes of pleasure or voyeurism, whatever he's doing. So it tells you about the difference in the DJs. It tells you about the difference in the dancers. You got career dancers. You got some girls who are not pole dancers. They're not entertainers. They're basically therapists. All they do is sit around, talk to a guy, listen to the lies and stories that he's telling her that he can't tell his wife, that she's sick of hearing. And she get up and walk away with $400 or $500 and never even dance. Then you have the girl who's just working, to make a little extra money. She might have another job as a teacher or as a nurse or as a student trying to pay her bills. Mm-hmm. So some girls are just there for the minute. Mm-hmm. To get that money, to get over the hump and get that down payment on that house or buy that car or pay off her student loan.
But y'all back in the days had a lot of diamonds. Like that diamond attitude came from the girls that was back in Miami, because all those girls had that real alpha and they controlled all the new girls that came in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see what happened is that when I was in the business, I raised the standard. I mean, I set the standard. That was my goal. That was my motto. Setting the standards of what a gentleman's club should be. And that means that you had that experience. There's a difference between walking to a strip club, nobody knows you, you sit down, you get a couple of dances, you throw a little money, and you walk out. That's not the experience. When you walked into a Diamonds or a Black Gold or King of Diamonds, we want your experience to begin the minute you drove into that parking lot. That means the time you got out the car, whether the valet took your money, took your car and took it around the back and washed it, or whether you drove and parked it yourself. I didn't charge an arm and a leg to get for valet. Valet was $20 maximum.
Except when y'all had Jeezy, y'all was charging $200 to park.
No, that's out there. Listen,
Okay.
I ain't never had no $200 parking because I want you to come back.
Memorial Day, King of Diamonds, Jeezy, $200 to park, $200 to get in.
Exactly, and that's what
and
killed.
That
was a downfall.
And it was a mile line. So by the time you finally got up there and they told you what it was,
you was happy to pay.
You already, you done been waiting for in line for 30, 45 minutes.
That was never a Lenny's Club. Lenny's Club is like this. You pay $10 to get in before 10 o'clock. And it's $20 after 10 o'clock. All night long, that's general admission.
Now, with a lot of people, you and 3 people can get in. Now, everybody else, they don't have to pay $10. Now, if you ain't there before 10, 12, it's going to be 20.
Exactly.
So get your people there, because I know you. You bring a lot of people.
So that was the thing. So I want you to come back next week when it's not Memorial Day. That's why clubs have these peaks and they fall. Peaks and they fall. They use a feast of famine. Not King of Diamonds, not Diamonds Cabaret and Black Gold. We stayed constant all the time. Because every customer, I didn't give a damn about the celebrity. Celebrities mean nothing. I hate a celebrity. Because when celebrities show up, they're going to show up at 1 o'clock. They want to skip the line, and they roll with 20 people. Now, you over there with your setup, you got your drinks, you got your girls dance, you got the money on the table. Now, they want me to move you so they can all sit together. Hey, no. Everybody here is a VIP to me. So then on top of that, if you got one celebrity, guess what? He's the only one paying all the bills. He's buying the liquor. He's paying for the dance. The girl danced for him over there, and she's, okay, you owe me $50. Okay, see Alan. Ask Alan out. Wait, what do you mean? Hold on. You know what? Now she got to stop and get a manager to get the money from him. And then also, he ordered more drinks, and he don't know about it. Okay, he got 2 more bottles. The waitress. Okay, that'll be, $600. Well, see Alan. Wait a minute, man. So now it disrupts the whole flow of the club. So if you got 15 girls over there dancing now, and he's the only one throwing money, but then his buddy over there getting dancing, so she want money from him because she's getting private dances while the other girl's doing public dancing. So you see what I mean? That's why I did not like when a bunch of celebrities walk in the club. It disrupts the whole flow. But this book tells you all about that. The do's, the don'ts. It tells you about strip club etiquette. It tells you how to date a stripper, how to marry a stripper, why you shouldn't marry a stripper. It tells you about being a manager. It tells you about being a.
Do you think the reason why you were so persuasive was because of your skills?
But see, it's a combination of everything. It's a combination because
hypnotizing them.
Everybody, see, I never told nobody that all the while I ran my club.
Oh, that's even worse.
I never told.
They not even knowing they being hypnotized.
I knew everybody was going to say Liddy got the baddest hoes because he hypnotized all these hoes. He got the water food for all these hoes. He mind controlled these hoes.
Hey, we seen this chicken here like quacking like a duck, chirping like a chicken. Tell me, what are you talking about?
I was just thinking like,
wow, I got it on tape. I got it on tape, bro.
That's why
I got it on tape.
I never put them two together. I always had Dr. Lenny Moore over here, and I had Strip Club King over here. Because if you put them two together, they're like mixing oil and vinegar or oil and water. Don't mix. Yeah.
For the viewers who do not get to your background,
okay.
Give them a quick brief synopsis of your particular set of skills.
Okay. Well, I went to the University of Miami. I played football. I had the highest average GPA on the team. I graduated cum laude. I got my master's degree within 3 years, and then I came back and I got my doctorate degree in clinical psychology and hypnotherapy. And I really didn't use my degree during my early years because I got straight into owning an insurance company that represented all the tours that went on around the country with NWA, with Beastie Boys, with rock bands. And, I was the insurance guy. And I met a partner named Wes Johnson. And because I had access to all these athletes and all these celebrities and all these artists, I came out with a magazine called Black Gold, which was like a black hip hop version of Playboy. And from Black Gold, featuring 10 girls in there, looking very hot, nude, I became owner of Black Gold Club. Now everybody's saying, "Lady, you got all these hot girls. Where can we see them in person?" So I acquired Black Gold on 79th and Biscayne, where Gold Rush is now. It was a movie theater, adult movie theater that I turned into a strip club, which became the biggest urban club in the country at that time. It was 25,000 square foot. And it was the first time we married hip hop and strip clubs together. Because when they do the music conferences, How Can I Be Down, the Mix Show Power Summit, Urban, and all that, we did all the after parties and had all the record labels showcase their artists. That's the first time artists ever performed on a strip club stage.
You had Dale Allen working there.
Dale was my manager. You know Dale?
Pumping on Legend.
Dale Allen. Oh, Dale was a little pimp, man. Dale would get all the girls. He was my dad's man. He was responsible for hiring a lot of the girls. Yep. Dale, and he was big on gambling too. He had a lot of
don't tell Dale
people,
secrets.
No, he had a lot of people who would come in and gamble, do casinos, and he would take them over. As a matter of fact, went to like 3 or 4 different celebrity golf tournaments over in the Dominican Republic with Dale. But anyway, Dale was great, man. Dale worked with me for a number of years.
They'll help bring artists, different hosts to the show.
Oh, he was a little short guy, quiet. And you see us smoking a cigar. He always wore a suit. But yeah, Dale was my guy. So from Black Gold, super successful. And the only reason I ended up closing Black Gold because at 9/11, we had all of the immigration parking next to me.
Right.
I got 400 parking spaces from them at night.
Right.
But during the day, they would get my 150 spaces. I would let them use my spot. Then at night, I would use their spot.
Right.
Then after 9/11, the federal government said you can't park anywhere near a federal building. So they boycotted me or shot me for using their parking lot at night. So I lost all that parking. I had traffic backed up in both directions on Biscayne.
Burger King and all that.
Not Burger King, but
Wendy's.
They used to close at 11 o'clock. Then they started open late. Yep. Same thing with Taco Bell. So I had no parking. So I had a lot of problems with the city. And so my lease was up at that time in December. I decided we're not going to be able to survive. We're not having no parking. Because I only had 150 parking spaces of my own.
Not with the crowd that was coming.
Not with the crowd that was coming. Going. So what happened was John Blank and Brandon Samuels, who owned Scarlet at the time, they were building what Diamonds Cabaret is. They were building that spot along with Dick Samuels, who owned Crazy Jim's, where your club is now.
Crazy Horse.
No, Crazy Jim. It was right there where where your club is at. You just Playhouse is now.
Okay.
So he would own that club. He also owned the Mint Lounge. He also owned Tootsie's when it was on 199. That was Jim. So they were with the partners together. They had a big problem because Jim wanted to be a black club and Brandon Samuelson wanted to be a white club, and they just could not get it together after they had acquired the lease. So they let it sit there. So at the time, I found out that it was just sitting there, halfway built. I went and made him an offer, me and Wes, and we bought Diamonds Cabaret. And it was 15,000 square foot at that time. It had other bays. That it was a exterminating company. It was a Viper shop, mechanic, and all that in there. And so after I bought it, I had to buy the parking lot and build a parking lot across the street now. I sold it to North Miami Beach. That's where the impound lot is now. The tow truck. Yeah, that was all my part. So at that point, I bought this club, built it out, closed down Black Gold, decided I wasn't going to use the name Black anymore because I didn't want it to seem just like all ethnic. That's why I changed the name to Diamonds Cabaret. And Diamonds Cabaret we opened that bad boy up. It was the most pristine, the cleanest, the nicest club you ever went in your life. As each one of those people lease expired or I bought them out, I expanded. So I ended up owning the whole plaza. And expanded. That's why I put the basketball court. That's why I put the barber shop. That's when I put in the weight room.
Why didn't you get any equity from the Ink show that started there? They made a reality show because it started there.
No, that's after I left.
So that was after you.
That's way after me. That was. I bought that. I opened up that in 2002.
Yeah.
January 2002 is when I opened up. That's when I bought it, but I didn't open up until May because of the construction and all that until May 2002. So from 2002 to 2008, that's when I owned it. And then in 2008, until 2005, Wes Johnson, my partner, was diagnosed with cancer. And he decided that he wanted to retire. And so he retired That's when Def Jam got bought out by Universal. They gave him a lot of money, and he went to Brazil. And I decided, well, I'm going to retire. So then I retired for 6 months, sold it to Joe Rodriguez at Cheetah, and he couldn't do nothing with it, tried to turn it into a white club. I came back 6 months later and bought it back. And that's
So how did Terry Elliott and Trick's dad
King
Pop?
Diamond.
When did you meet them and when?
Well, I've been knowing Pops forever.
Right.
And see, Pops was working. He had a club called Mad Jack in Miami Lakes. And when they closed down, Pop went to work on South Beach at Club 112 with Benzino.
Yeah.
And that only lasted for about a year. And so when I opened up when I bought Black Gold back in 2005, I hired Pop to come in to be my manager. Okay, Terry Elliott never worked for me. Okay, it had nothing to do with Diamonds Cabaret, any of that. So what happened was we ran it until 2007, 2008. And the partner that I had, his name Andrew, his name was Andrew Moore, no relation, older white guy, and Bob Draper, who owned one of the Auto Trader magazines. And we became partners. And so we had a great relationship until they decided they wanted to come in and be more of a partner, operations than a silent partner like they were supposed to be. And I said, listen, they had a football team, an arena football team over in Tampa. They want me to hire their players to come and work for me during the summer and put them in the Diamonds Cabaret condo, let them stay there for free, and come in and do what they want to do and just pay them, just keep them on the team. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, after we went through back and forth, I said, why don't y'all just buy me out? Give me $1 million, $950,000 for my interest, and I'll walk away. And they said, okay. After give me $300,000 within 90 days, another $300,000, and another $300,000, and we'd be good. And they said, okay. So when I walked away, and Pop left, and the numbers went from here. All the girls started going everywhere because the guys they hired to be managers and all that knew nothing about running the club. They just wanted to give away all the liquor and screw all the dancers and show big shots with their boys. Anyway, make a long story short, I decided, people didn't know how I got the name King of Diamonds. Wes Johnson used to tell people, when you go to Diamonds Cabaret, just ask for the King of Diamonds. So there's the King of Diamonds Cabaret. You see what happened? So he tell all his friends, the Leo Corn, and he tell the Jimmy I Beans, and tell all his, DMX and all his guys when they come to Miami, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in Brazil chilling. Just go around and ask for the king. Everybody know who the king is. So when they walk and say the king, they know Wes Johnson sent me. So when I had my falling out with them, I decided, pay my money, I'm good. They didn't pay me. So I walked away. So I decided then I'm going to shut you down. So I decided to open up another club. First, King of Diamonds was supposed to be in Pompano, where Solid Gold was now. It was called the New York Steakhouse Cabaret. And I went in and negotiated the deal for $25,000 a month. The guy found out who I was and said, no, man, I got to give you $35,000. Well, you out of your damn mind. You're the King of Diamonds. You diamonds. I know that. I know you're going to do the business. I said, nah, dude, it ain't going to work like that. So I walked away from him. His name was Charlie Biker. I walked away from it. And 2 months later, I'm in Las Vegas. I get a call from Jack Gallardi. At the time, it was Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse, right.
And he called me up. I said, where you at? I said, I'm in Vegas. He said, I heard you're looking for a club. I said, yeah, I'm looking for a club. He said, well, come see me when you get back. So when I got back, Terry and I have been friends for a long time. Terry Elliott. Terry Elliott ran all of Mike Bilardi's clubs. Mike Bilardi owned Secrets, the Body. He owned another club in Miami, in Carroll City back then, right off.
So you putting out secrets right there. Everybody think you own these clubs. You can't just come in.
Well, no, I'm just telling you the fact. At that time, at that time he didn't.
Okay.
He did eventually, but at that time he didn't. So he would come to me and him would talk. He asked me how you keep things so organized. So me and him became friends, and he learned from me and he's come to find out when I told him, I said, I'm going in. I said, what do you think about me taking over King of Diamonds? He said, man, you know what, man? My partner, my owner, the guy who owns, he's best friends with Jack Gallardi. Let me go in with you, and we, and talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I don't care if you ride with me, So I told Pop, Pop had then left and opened up Diamond South
Mm-hmm.
in
Down South Miami.
in Cut the Red.
Right. Let's go down there.
And that was going on for a while.
Yeah.
So then I told Pop, we putting the band back together. Pop said, shit, I'm with you wherever you do, dog. You know me. So when I decided to do it, Terry came in at the time and sat in the meeting, talked with them, learned, because he had never met Jack. That's when he met him at that time. And so when I told him to negotiate the deal, I said, the deal went like this. It's in the book. I'm going to tell you the truth, how the deal went down. Me and Pop and Terry met before we went to the meeting. I had the business plan, the King of Diamonds, everything, whole 9 yards, already set from the other club that I was going to open in Pompano. This is going to be the name of it, King of Diamonds. And why are you going to use that name? I said, as everybody know me. Without infringing and trying to take Diamonds Cabaret, everybody know that when I open this club, I'm going to shut down every fucking thing in the city.
All right.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I said, I'm going to shut down everything in the city. He said, okay. So we went in there. I sat down. I told Jack, listen, Jack said, what do you think about this club? I said, this is the worst piece of crap I've ever seen in my life. He said, what do you mean? I said, look at this. You got all these colors. Everything is raggedy. You turn that would used to be a Winn-Dixie distribution center. They're like Publix right down the street, the distribution center, where the truck go in and load up and take the stuff out to the anyway. So that's what he did, but he didn't do a great job. It was terrible aesthetics. The sound was terrible. He used speaker wire. I mean, he used electrical wire to run the speakers, so all the speakers not working right. All the lights was all burned out, and he had done everything to try to make it work. But Tootsie, Scarlett, and Cheetah would never let him get the white girl. They told him, you go to work over there, you can't ever come back to work over here. So he said, well, what would you do, Lenny? I gave my business plan. I said, I'll make this the biggest urban club in the world. I said, he said, what would you call it? I said, King of Diamonds. He said, why King of Diamonds? I said, because I'm the king of this. When I opened up, he said, well, Lenny, they tell me that the club is too big. I said, listen, it won't be big enough by the time I'm finished. So I took the contract. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the truth. I said, what would you want to make this club work? He said, I would need $50,000. If I could get $50,000 for my bar a week, I'll be dancing in the street. I said, $50,000. I'm making that on a Friday night, okay, at Diamonds Cabaret. I said, okay. I tell you what, I'm going to give you $50,000 a week. Everything above $50,000 a week, me and you're going to split 50-50. Okay? And I want the door every night. Because I got to pay for my artists. I got to pay for my this, that, and other. And I don't need you to give me no salary. I don't need you to give me no pay for my, I'm going to take care of my own staff and everything.
Man, Monday night killed.
We wrote the deal, okay? For 5 years. I granted him the license to use the name, King of Diamonds. And I changed everything. I said, I'm going to take about $500,000. I'm going to design this whole club. And I took a lot of my money, designed the whole club. He reimbursed me, for his percentage. November 26, 2008, I opened. I advertised. I took over all the radio. I had billboards. I had billboard trucks. When I opened that club, every club in Miami shut down.
What was the year that Puffy came with the Brinks truck?
Puffy never came with the Brinks truck. That was Flo Rida. Not Flo Rida, but Ross.
I thought
no.
came with $1 million.
No. Okay, I'm going to set the record straight.
Please do.
Ain't nobody ever spent $1 million in the strip club. Ever. Number one, there's not enough singles in Miami
to do $1
million.
Right.
If you want singles, this is what you got to do. On Tuesday, you got to go to the bank and say, I want $100,000 worth of singles. And on Thursday, they will have them in the bank.
Yeah,
they got to get them from somewhere else. And then what happened was
get it from the reserve.
He didn't bring the Brinks truck. The Brinks truck was coming anyway.
Right.
He comes every Thursday to drop off my singles. He picks up the money out. He picks up $100,000 out the safe. Because singles are heavy.
Right.
They come in bales, like $16,000 in every bale.
Right.
And it looks like a bale of hay. And they weigh about 120 pounds. Each bale weighs about 100 pounds. Okay? So they bring them in, put them in my 4 safes, and take those out. In order to have $1 million in singles, you need a safe about this size. So bottom line is, and you got to have that much money on hand. Most I ever had on hand at any time was $500,000.
Right.
Okay, and that's when we're doing Super Bowl or stuff like that. So you order the singles in advance, and then The guys come in. Now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna set the record straight.
Half a million in singles or half a million in cash?
But the
Half a
boxing,
million in singles. You take all your singles,
right?
and also to go in your bank, because you know that weekend you're not gonna be able to go back to the bank.
Right.
So the Super Bowl starts on a Thursday when everybody starts getting in town.
So you got to go to Sunday.
You got to go from Thursday all the way through to Monday. So you got
recycling those.
You recycling like crazy. You recycle. Every girl, when the girls get the money thrown on the floor, they don't even touch it. Security picks it up, put it in bags, bring it to our house mom. I got 4 house mama money count machines who count the money, wrap it up again, and give the girls back hundreds or 50s or whatever in big bills. That's how it worked.
Right.
So the only person ever really broke the bank on me was BMF.
Of course.
BMF is legit.
So give us a BMF tell since Big Meech is in the since Big Meech is, almost home. He's in the halfway house.
Right here.
Well, Big Meech Big Meech was not around with King of Diamonds. He was there for Diamonds Cabaret. And Big Meech would come in or send his boys to me like on that Tuesday or whatever. So Lenny, my birthday is on Friday. We shutting down the city. We're going to be on South Beach on this night, and we want to take over your club on this night. And I need all 40 parking spaces up front for my bus and my Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and here's 50,000 or 100,000. And I need all back then, Chris Styles and stuff. I need all the Chris Styles you can get. And the Moet Rose. And that's what he would do. He would come in and give you the money. That way you know that he got his single. So when he come, everybody else, you can run out, but don't mess with it. So he'd show up at 1:00, but he's already reserved his spot. Yeah. So he got 40 cars up front, all Lamborghini, Ferrari. Then he got his reserved spot, table. They got a whole VIP area. But sometimes he rolled with too many people. He picked up some along the way. But see, what he did was so classy that he didn't come in and say, I need everybody to move out this space over here next to me. No, he'd come in and say, listen, man, I said, I only got space for 40 people. That's what you told me. He said, well, you see that table right there with those 15, 20 people? Here's $10,000. Go over there and tell them if they move, I'm going to give them $5,000 and another $5,000 to take care of their dancing and their bar. I walk over and say, yo, dog, I don't do this. But a man said he wanted to take care of y'all bar tab tonight, your dances, and also if y'all can move, a couple areas back, here's $10,000.
Oh, right. Maybe only an athlete wouldn't do that. Probably only an athlete.
That's
even some athletes probably would have did it.
Yeah. What about the Monday night, the boxing?
Well, what happened was
because boxing that was incredible.
Boxing started at Black Gold,
right,
on Wednesday night.
Right, on Wednesday,
and then I moved it to Diamonds Cabaret on Wednesday night when we opened up Diamonds Cabaret, and Wednesday became one of our popular nights. Then I had the freak show on Friday. Then I had the phone party on Sunday, and so we had shut the whole city down because everybody would rather wait in line to get in Black and Diamonds Cabaret than actually just be able to walk in Coco's and Rolex. And the thing that pissed me off so much with Coco's and Rolex, and I still have that grudge to this day, was when I opened up Black Gold, they tried to boycott me and told all the girls,
if they went there, they couldn't work for them.
Exactly. You can't come back over here. It's going to be $1,000.
So you ain't never had no issue with Take One down the street?
No, never had an issue. Never had an issue with Take One. The white guy,
he got killed.
Yeah, damn, I can't think of it. He used to come in and sit down. Sometimes he'd be going down the street. He'd see me in there during the day, so we'd sit down and talk. But anyway, they told all the girls they came to work for me. They couldn't work back at Rolex or Coco. So I had no local girls.
You had to bring them from Broward, Palm Beach, or out of town, out of state.
What happened, you got to realize, I own Black Gold magazine. Right. And I had the hottest girls from all over the country that was in my magazine. They were all strippers from Detroit to Chicago and Houston. Exactly. So what happened was, I don't know if you know this, but El Palacio, right there off of...
Yeah, MVP.
Exactly. What happened was they had just opened up and they were struggling to get business. So they were always empty.
Oh, so you would have your folks there.
I went to the manager and made a deal. So listen, I want to buy all your
all your vacant rooms.
All your vacant rooms. I would pay, but I was buying them every day. Wow. So I was buying $25 to $40 a night. And the girls that come in from out of town, I said, listen, you come in from out of town, work for me, Pay your tip out. I would take care of it.
You just sparked the memory. One of the Super Bowls, a girl from Atlanta came down here that I knew, and we didn't see eye to eye, and she ended up calling you. She was there. She's like, I'm just in the club with my friend Liddy. I was like, ain't no friend Liddy. Ain't no friend Liddy. Ain't no friend Liddy. I'm like, you had diamonds? He ain't let nobody just sit around at the bar.
So what happened was I flew in about, it had to be 60 girls.
Wow. That's called sex trafficking today.
But let me go. But I took care of the hotel and they made buku money.
But let's go back because on South Beach, right? We had Onyx and Donovan was always a big. So Donovan used to fly a bunch of girls from Detroit, and then so we'll have the black gold girls versus Detroit girls,
exactly.
And then Luke could come in. So I got all these different. What do y'all do anything? Because I'm working for Onyx and I work for Luke, and then Lenny's. Hey, y'all got y'all girls ready, Teddy? Because I got mine. You know, you see the newest edition of the magazine that came out. So you know what we do. And I was like, but it was fun because it was like they really would like, oh, that's what you got. And they'll bring some man.
Donovan had the girls, man. All of them red bone with long black hair and stacked. But see, that's when the BBLs really started popping up. The girls, they had their titties, everything done. They had the butt. But what happened was, see, me being in the strip club game, I was never in competition with the nightclub. See, I never paid artists to come to sing at my club. They would go to the Onyx and everywhere else and get paid to show and perform, and come to my club and spend the money they made over there. And see, I would send my girls over there to make his club look good. And when he send his people over to my club, I'm VIP and everybody. So I've never had a conflict. I did the same thing with every nightclub on the beach.
Did you know Evan Stark, who passed away, had Dazzling Images magazine? He did a bid with all those guys. His brother is a lawyer, Leonardo.
Oh Stark. Yeah, my fat brother. Yeah, I knew Evan. I knew Leo. I knew them all.
Yeah, so Evan, man, he first guy that took me to Colombia and first guy to take me to DR, man.
Wow.
So I just figure, I'm sure
Evan, I've been knowing Evan since I was at the University of Miami. But anyway, make a long story short, that's why I had to be with Coke and Rolex. So then all my girls are brand new and hot as hell. Now all the girls from Rolex and Coco, now they want to come to work with me because it's dry over there. I'm like, no, stay on over there. Keep that same energy. So after I opened up and let them start coming, it was over then. It was over.
There we go.
And then I put the kitchen in there. So my kitchen was so awesome.
Confessions.
It tells you all the secrets. Believe it or not, that book was 790 pages when I first opened. They said, Linda, that book is too big, so I had to drop it down to 390.
We got the man right here.
And then from there, that's when we started the Some Poussey.
Right. Now we rocking Some Poussey.
Sports. And some sports.
Got all the different flavors. Definitely passed the taste test. They used to have this at Take One.
Yes.
In the original bottle form. It's very, very tasty.
Well, the way I acquired that was when it first came out, they couldn't get no foot traffic in Miami. So they came to me and said, Lenny, if you put this in your club, man, everybody gonna love it. I said, man, bring this stuff over, let me taste it. All my girls was drinking Red Bull up all night, jittery and acting foolish. And
after Crunk Juice, that's all they had.
Yeah. No, Crunk Juice didn't come out until after this. This came out in 2001. Crunk Juice came out with Little John. When he tried mine, I brought it to give it away on the video sets when they were shooting music videos in my club, and they tried it. So he came out with Crunk Juice. Then Nelly tried it. He come out with Pimp Juice. Then Defcon come out with what's your boy on President Def Jam. Russell Simmons. When West took it to him, so he gonna come out to compete with it. But nobody ever created a better formula than this original formula here.
Yeah,
the formula
definitely tastes better than.
You can put any favorite flavor with it because it's all natural and will still never lose a taste test against any of them.
It tastes good. It tastes good with vodka.
You got to look. I gave you the vodka menu.
Tequila and vodka.
They got the pussy shots, the pussy bombs, which is the Jägermeister and some pussy. Poussey.
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 It's some Poussey now, not the other stuff. But anyway, to make a long story short, so when the girls tried it, they loved it. And then we couldn't give away Red Bull. And then the girls let the customers try it. Then the customers wanted with their drink. And from there, it went from Black Gold to Tootsie to Cheetah to everywhere else the dancers went. And girls who tried here would go back to Detroit, wherever they're from, or Tampa, and tell the owner of the club, you got to get this in your store. So the guy asked me, so Lenny, I asked the guy, who got your distribution for Florida? He said, nobody. So me and Wes, well, we'll buy it. So we gave him the money. We bought the distribution from Florida. He was a great chemist and a great mind, but he was not a good businessman. So he basically ran the company in the ground, but everybody was ordering this stuff, and I couldn't get it to him because he was not getting the supply, keeping the supply up. So years later, after he owed me all this money, he decided, he wanted to sell the company. And I didn't know money was, I didn't really know money was in energy drinks until Flo gave me a call and said, man, you got to come over to my victory party. I'm like, what victory party? He said, I just won $82 million from Celsius. I said, what? So I get over, I get over here, I was like, $82 million, and you only got a small percentage and you still making all that money? I'm like, what? So I researched it, and I tasted it. I said, man, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong business. So I called my guy up. I said, man, I want to buy this company. I said, what you want for it? So he gave me a number. I said, now you owe me still $150,000. So we took that, put the down payment. I came to Reggie. I said, Reggie, I need some help. Who you got want to invest? And Reggie put me on with Dr. Morris, and the rest has been history, man. But bottom line, throughout the years, it has never lost a taste test against anybody. I don't care. You can name them all. Red Bull, Celsius, Prime, everybody. And then, because a lot of people was a little bit offended by the name, the mainstream, where it's great in strip clubs and nightclubs and all that. So I decided to come up with some sports. And as you see, we got all the athletes, the Hall of Famers, Mitch Richmond, we got Mike Epps, we have, a lot of the colleges that we're going to be doing NIL deals with, the whole 9 yards. And right now we're just looking for.
That's what it is, man. We got Lenny Moore, man. Legend. Where can they find you? How can folks follow you, man, and follow the movement, everything you got going on, sir?
Well, you're going to love this. I got a casting, as a matter of fact, on Friday and Saturday for the new courtroom reality show episode called Stripper Court. It's where I play the judge, and I help settle all the disputes that happen in the strip clubs around the world.
I'm about to go squat.
So what's the number one issue that happened at the strip club? Like regular customer comes in and one lady feels like that's my customer, and that's another one jump in there.
I got a story. As a matter of fact, what happened was this, so you know. Stripper Court came about because every Monday we did the fight, like he said. If you can fight, you want to get in the ring and fight it out, then you can make all the money they throw. $5,000, $10,000 is yours to keep. And you can settle your grievances. But that's only if they're in the same weight category. I can't have a 150-pound girl fighting a 120-pound girl. So if they couldn't fight each other, every Thursday from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, my office was huge. So I had Stripper Court. So you come to me, you get on the docket, you sign the case, you tell me what you got, you bring your witnesses and your evidence, you got video, you got whoever your evidence is, your house mom, your other dancers, and I listen to your case. And then I make my ruling, and my ruling is final.
That's it.
So sometimes the rule is, the number one thing was they didn't split the money right. These two girls dancing for you for 30 minutes. You got a couple of $1,000 in singles on the floor. Now, another girl come in, he want her, so he bring her over.
Before they pick up the money.
Yeah, before they pick up the money. The rule is you're supposed to pick up the money and start over and then split 3 ways instead of 2 ways. But that first bag belonged to y'all two. So this girl now, because they really making it rain, so she thinks she should get
because now he really spending the money. He wasn't really spending the money.
He drunk. So now
I got him drinking, I got him smoking, I got him doing lines, I got him doing whatever, and so I got him to really spend the money.
Exactly. So basically what happens is that's the number one thing. So she thinks she should have gotten more money. She got 1,000 while each one of them got 3,000. And she think that she should have got, it should have been split 3 ways. That's a big grievance. Dancers from Atlanta don't like the girls from Tampa, so they wanted, they stole. She stole my bag. Or the security stole my money. I was like, how can you count money because it's flying in the air? Because you throw $50 in the air, it looks like $100. And so the dancers thinking that security, who's handling the money, bringing it up to the room, I think I should have had $600. How I only get $3? So you had all kind of discrepancies. Or girls who get to fighting, not just in the club. She keyed my car. She slashed my tires. Or she was living with me and she didn't pay her rent and she just moved out and also took my clothes and my furniture. My computer, or it's all kind of stuff. Then you got the one for the customer. Customer comes to the club every day. He dances the same girl. She go in the VIP. She talk him, stroke his ego, and he give her $300 or $400. And one week he come in, she not there. So her best friend knows that this guy's a spender. So she steals a customer. But this girl
do more than the other girl.
Exactly. She never slept with him. So now when she come back to work,
hey, he like, hey. Oh, girl, putting up. She putting up. She putting out.
She got advantage.
So I'm good. I'm good today. So like, hey, you don't want me, honey? I'm here. I got my stuff. I got my hair done for you.
I don't want nothing to do with
I want her.
Exactly.
I want her.
So now she's suing her girlfriend because she stole her customer. So she come to me. Guess what? Every customer walk through that door. I don't care if it's your husband, your daddy, your sister, your brother. He's the club's customer. You got to keep your game up in order to keep that customer. So because she's suing him for loss of income.
Oh yeah. You got to embellish it too. Talk about, he bought me this. He got me this lease.
Exactly.
He got me this here, right here.
He helped me get the down payment on this car. Yep. These are the cases that I handle. You got to see the trailer. The trailer. Oh my God!
I'm gonna be squatting at Lenny's house because he does all this at his house.
Yeah, I turned my movie theater into the courtroom, which holds 150 people, and I turned my bar into the judge's bench.
What you do with all the dolls and the what do you call them? The
ventriloquist dolls.
Yeah.
No, they were never my house. I got another house in Northern. It got 4,000 square foot. It got 600 of them. Okay. But my house never had it. I did just put them on display for the Channel 7 to come and do their special. But stripper court. Oh, it's awesome. Then I got a podcast too. I got to have y'all come on my podcast. It's called SSE, Sports, Strippers, and Entertainers. All we do is talk about, I have 2 athletes over here, which I got Mitch Richmond and Eric Reck on the first one. And I got 2 strippers over here.
Okay, 2 South Florida Broward legends.
Yep. So they get to go at it. The athletes get to talk to the strippers, ask them anything they want. The strippers get to ask athletes anything they want.
Okay, so Eric's a Q. What about Mitch?
No, Mitch didn't play it.
Okay.
Yep. So they go at it. Just go to SSE, Sports, Strippers, and Entertainment, that podcast on YouTube. And then my stripper court, you can go to strippercourt.net. Also the auditions and casting is this. I'm looking for people to play lawyers, people to play plaintiffs, victims, witnesses, dancers. I'm looking for people to play. They're reenacting all the things that happen.
I want to do it
at King of Diamonds and Diamonds Cabaret when I held stripper court.
Reenact something. I want to be in there. No, you wanna? she tried me. You wanna?
You got Teddy the John.
Well, listen, it's gonna be crazy. When I tell you crazy, off the hinge, crazy. Wait till I'm gonna show you the trailer so y'all can put the trailer on here. It is sick. Beautiful setup. I turned my gazebo into my studio for my so therefore I got athletes and anybody in town, celebrities in town late at night. I don't have to leave my house and go somewhere else to get it done. I can just go in there and cut the cameras on and have a sound guy come in and we got a show.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yep.
Step, what we got, man? All right, so what we say about that trade? Who wins that trade? The Lakers or Dallas?
Well, right now,
the Lakers.
The Lakers won right now, but
I mean, the Dallas fans are pissed off.
But they did that on purpose because they wanted him to go ahead and heal up because it's better for him to be better in the playoffs than to play right now.
No, Luka, that guy, man, he's having 29 points a
game.
He
only 25 years old.
25, they got a future. He's
not hurt. He's just out of shape.
he's gonna play.
Oh yeah,
And
Luka's
nobody
gonna
can
get busy.
stop him offensively.
Those long arms, that guy, he gonna get his points. He's a Steph Curry. You can guard him. You can do whatever you want. At the end of the night, the stats are gonna show
Step back slow.
29.7 points a game.
He's so
Yeah.
excited. He's got the looks for LeBron. LeBron don't have to make so much things happen because now he's a playmaker himself. So LeBron could be the end. Like it's
You
good.
gotta get like a Dennis Rodman type player. They need a
rebound,
defensive
a defensive
rebounder,
player.
somebody that ain't looking to score,
Reeves.
to shoot. They just need somebody that's gonna do the
Scrappy.
dirty work.
Yep.
Because LeBron, what, 41 now?
40. LeBron want offense. He ain't trying to play no defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Defense get you hurt. You got to take them charges.
Yeah, LeBron ain't with that. I was watching an interview from Michael Cooper, and he was saying that he was tasked with he worked out Kobe Bryant when Kobe Bryant was when the Lakers was considering drafting him.
High school.
Mm-hmm. And he said he worked him out. And Michael Cooper, one of the great
Defensive-
all-time
defensive
Lakers,
big
great
ones,
defender. And Buddy just said how, Kobe made him sweat more than he ever in his life, had him in there sweating. And, he was trying to rough him up. He was saying how strong he was. But he was just basically just saying, he came in. And I saw the CNN did a documentary on Kobe Bryant as well. That was pretty good. Just seeing those things. They spent a lot of time on that Colorado trial. A lot of time.
Wow.
And then we got YNW Melly, man. They done got his girl, man. This time, I think it's over for Y.
Oh yeah.
Because number one, he don't have my guy anymore. He don't have David Howard. David Howard was the trial lawyer. But they want to see. And then the lady Hazel Liberty or something like that. What's her name? Hazel Raven. I'm sorry, Raven Liberty. His lawyer, man. I'm definitely not allowed to say that on this broadcast. But just just she just need to watch herself. Just watch herself. Like, eyes are on her seriously. The whole state of Florida, they've gotten folks disqualified. They gotten prosecutors disqualified off the case. They gotten this detective exposed. The lead detective on the case, like, got his picture. If you flip it, you'll see his picture. He in there with the mask on, but yet he shows up at 9:00 in the morning. Yeah, right there. He shows up 9 in the morning outside the courtroom, but when he goes inside to testify, he got on the mask. It's like, bro, you walking around all day.
Same suit.
You walking around all day, no mask, and then you sitting outside the courtroom, and then you throw on the mask when you go in. It's like, bro, in this society now, bro, the cameras are everywhere.
Cameras on you from the time you leave the house. They just take everybody's Ring camera and follow your trail.
Just follow your trail. And then these brothers right here, Teddy, I got this for you, man. These are the guys, because you've been seeing a lot of folks flexing, the neo-Nazis and the Nazis and the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys and all these folks
the Proud
flexing.
Boys got their name taken.
So now, by the black church.
Yeah.
But now you see these brothers right here, man, make you sit up a little straighter in your chair. You see these brothers like, and you just kind of want them to meet in the park and just fight it out.
You guys can't fight. Individually,
They
like a wolf pack. You put a bunch of them together, they all got their
My man Grandmaster Jay had the real militia, and now he's in prison. So that's the guy who went to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, he was getting folks really trained on them guns.
He was real. That's
on them weapons, man. But this is not the place for that, man. And we looking at the guy Elon Musk from South Carolina.
Elon Musk from Africa.
South Africa. He grew up. He grew up in apartheid.
Right.
His dad. He talking about he come from humble beginnings. And I was telling you the story about his dad a while ago. His mom was saying that the dad used to beat her in front of him, but yet he's still even witnessing that. So I want to go live with my dad, and end up going to live with his dad. And now his dad came back saying, what is he talking about? He got dropped off to school in a Rolls Royce. What kind of humble beginnings is he talking about? It's like, oh, I'm in a Wraith. instead of Nana Culligan. Like, man. But Buddy, in the interview that he gave yesterday in the Oval Office with his kid on his shoulders in there playing in the Oval Office, and man, I guess Trump trying to reinvent the John F. Kennedy Jr. Remember, like there's a iconic photo with John Kennedy Jr. like underneath the Resolute desk, playing around. So there's like, hey, we'll get our moments in there. But Elon took over the whole thing, and he was in there like super joking. And Trump wasn't saying nothing, bro. He just sitting there like.
You saw every time the kid went close to Trump, he did like this.
Like,
he didn't want nothing to do with him.
Trump had nothing. He had nothing to say. He nothing to say. He basically just like, man, I done made, I've made 500 million in 3 weeks. Musk has made 45 billion.
No, 93 billion.
93 billion in 3 weeks. That's a nice investment, So this thing about, U.S. aid and all that and fraud, waste, and abuse. All right, we're here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. I'm here for the deportations. I'm here for it all. I'm here for it all.
This is must-see TV for me, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, this is a comedy. This is a comedian's
I'm here
dream.
For it all.
This is an SNL skit every day.
I'm here for it all.
I know that scene with the kid gonna be on SNL.
Right.
That's got
you already know it. Yeah, you already know it. He gonna be doing all kind of stuff, and they probably use the germaphobe thing as a thing in there. The kid just gonna come over there. He gonna be falling. Hey, get away from me.
Who they got to play? Who they got going to play?
They
Elon
got the
Musk?
same. Oh yeah, I haven't seen who they got for Musk. I think. Yeah, he'll definitely be on there Saturday.
No, they need to bring what you call him back to play Trump though.
Yeah, they using the same dude. They using the same guy for Trump.
No, I'm talking about the one that was in the trial that shot the.
Oh yeah, that shot the dude.
That shot the.
You talking about the boy, the bald one?
Yeah. They can't nobody play Trump like him.
Yeah.
They need to bring him back to play Trump.
Man. I think they done took his mojo. I think they done took his mojo, man. That trial did something to him, man.
That would.
Yeah.
You there, Justin? You all of a sudden you just.
Yeah. Just like Kevin Spacey, Kevin Spacey was great. Yep. That American Beauty, man, one of the all-time great movies. Bruh's done. He say he broke. He don't got no bread. He don't got no place to stay. He just, and he got exposed as a homosexual, and he assaulting dudes at the bar and whatnot, man. So he just like, don't nobody want to rock with me right now. But that's what happens, man. When you, I watch the Western Channel. I have to make a statement on that every time because it's always something relevant. But Rock Hudson, a lot of the Western movies got Rock Hudson. I'm sitting there watching them now. I didn't watch him at the time contemporaneously to his stardom. So when he showed up on the scene, when he came on Dynasty, and folks was like, "Oh, this is the great Rock Hudson," and he kissed her, and then sex symbol and all that, and then that's when it was like, "Oh, he gay." And I'm like, oh, okay, he gay. But then to come back and see the movies that he was making from the 60s, 70s on there, bro. He's the biggest dude on the screen coming out there and he rolling around there, but that wasn't real.
That's like my man Rifleman. Ooh, Chuck Connor.
Chuck Connor.
I love watching him as a kid. I just went home.
Rifleman, Gunsmoke. Bonanza.
To be gay, oh my God!
It's like, hey,
they got video of him smashing another dude.
Yo, and that ends it. The essence of a strip club owner, the butt naked truth
on Amazon and Shopify.
Butt naked truth. Thank you.
Get your copy. We got some autograph signings coming up.
Yay!
Well, I got to autograph the book for you, man.
Please do.
I can get Teddy one. I only had one in the truck.
Yeah.
You can stop by the house and get yours. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm bringing my bag too.
Teddy.
I'm moving in after I saw that.
Let me go grab a pen at the car. And
love it. I want some more. Wavy hair with a cold by the waist, little sweet caramel with an aftertaste. I'ma knock it out the park when she's swinging my way. My Beyonce, I love when she say my name. Ain't scared to flaunt it, that could be my baby mama. She like moonshine and honey. It's songs by Morgan Wallen. Call, cause I know that turns you on, yeah. Hometown girl and that body homegrown, yeah. Got me screaming.